See how this turns out. Alrighty. Alright, people of the world! Here we are once again. Also, I have a new layout going on here. Not for you, from your perspective anyway. The streaming layout thing that I see on my second monitor is fairly different to normal. It used to be like a whole bunch of stuff up the very top and like a small preview window and all that crap. But that's all changed in a bloody nutshell. Or, not in a nutshell, it's just changed. There ain't nothing wrong with it. Do 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 do. Nee 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 nee. Nee 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 nee. Nee 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 nee. Sorry, I've got a little something stuck in my head right now. It's bloody wild. But no. Tonight we are going to be jumping into Gran Turismo 2 on the PS1. However, the caveat is it's modded. It's Gran Turismo 2 Project A-Spec. Now, what that does is it adds new models. It actually does update some models. And it adds in content. So, all round, it is pretty decent. And the caveat is as well, not the caveat, the biggest upside to it as well is that, well, essentially, this one in particular merges both discs of Gran Turismo. So if you're not aware, right, the original Gran Turismo 2 was on 2 discs. See, I've got pirate copies of them here. That doesn't matter. I have it in both PAL region and Japanese. Anyways, so whatever. But I have a pirate copy here of the simulation disc, aka the Gran Turismo disc, for us Palians, and then the arcade disc. But A-Spec, at least this version of A-Spec, combines them. And honestly though, it is brilliant. Project A-Spec is quite nice overall. So to fully utilize what has been going on, or to fully utilize the game, or to fully utilize the thing in general, I'm playing the NTSC version. I can't remember if there was a PAL version of it made. Let's see. Oh, I need to remember which memory card it is on. Okay. I believe we made an entire thing just for it. Sure, for me. Oh god, I forgot to have the Japanese controls on. I have to play like I'm friggin' on a Switch or something. Slot 1. We'll just go through slot 1. Because I did a stream on it. I've done a few streams on this. So I've forgotten. I've genuinely forgotten, Ooh. Never mind. Because I didn't have this set up for GT. One second, chat. What in the fuck is happening here? What's with these bots trying to send me friend requests? Get out of here. You can fucking leave me alone! What is this? I've already went ahead and blocked them. They can get fucked. I remember making a card for it. I know I made a card for Diablo, because Diablo was pretty nifty. Checking slot. Oh my god. Is it on Bub's size? Ain't nothing. Oh my god. Mem card 5. What about mem card? Oh, this could be it. Yeah! I've been playing this a whole ton lately on my Switch. Now, for those who don't know, I've got a modded Switch, or Switch Lite in this case, which is why I've not been able to do gameplay on it. Switch Lite has no video out. Damn Nintendo! But in this case now, it's just a thing. It's just a thing I've been doing. Or it's just a thing I've been playing. Oh, this is so freaking up my face. Oh, we got the Dome Zero. We got 300k. We've also... So last time we were playing this, we worked our way up to getting the Skittle Pikes Peak. And we also got the GT40 race car. But we also figured out how to get the Dome Zero from Nissan. This motherfucker here. Now, this car right here reminds me highly of the car from Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Let me pull that up real quick. What do they use for it? What the fuck? Wait, what? Wait a minute, this is entirely different. Wait. Lancia Stratos Zero and Lancia Stratos HF0 is a concept sports car from Italian automobile manufacturers Baritone and Lancia. Presented in the 1970 Turin Auto Show, predating the introduction of Stratos HF prototype by 1 year. Do 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 do. Okay, wait. Lancia Stratos Zero appears in the 1988 Michael Jackson musical film Moonwalker by Jerry Kramer and Colin Chilvers. In the smooth criminal section, the character of Michael Jackson is cornered by gangsters and turns into a bulletproof Lancia Stratos Zero. Gets away. Alright, let's fucking pull this bastard up. Do 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 do. Yeah, let's pull this up. You kidding? That's not even a good picture. Wait a second. I mean, that's it right here. You take it into account with this. Now you understand why the hell I kind of thought this was the car used in Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Did the Dome Zero ever come out? Dome Company Eliminators Expression of GD Ball Show in 1978. So this came out after the Dome Zero came out after the Lancia Zero prototype. Shit. That's insane. I was kind of under the impression this might have been the car used as inspiration. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, but that's not the case at all. That is crazy to learn. I didn't even realize Lancia had a prototype like that. We have the straws here, though. Wait, can we get that in here? It makes. I'm wondering massively now. Lancia is like Italian, isn't it? Does it go west? I'm out in the west. This is French and German. We have to go up. We have to go up. No! Fuck! Right there, right there. How are you kidding? Lancia. Right, let's see what the lineup is. Never mind. Wait, it could be special. 85 Delta. Fucking LC2. Whatever. I don't care. Da na 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 na. Ay ay ay. What the hell is Quave? Quave was founded by Rod Quave in 1965 as a manufacturer of automotive drivetrain products. Its products have been used by many car makers worldwide, both on the road and on the track. Now Quave is testing the capabilities of its first ever car, the R4 GTS. I'm not in the slightest bit interested there, friendo. Opel. Give us a Vauxhall Monaro. Oh, the Tigre. These things are so ugly when they come out. There's also no date for them to come out. Vauxhall Corsa. I'll take myself a little Corsa. Oh god, it's your nan's car. 1.6i. I've got the Dome Zero. I'm gonna go fiddle with it. Akihiko-tan. What have we even done here? Oh, 4-wheel drive challenge. FR challenge. Oh, I've hit the wrong button, innit? Are you kidding? Dual stream. Automatically generate a vertical cropped version for the short speed. Wait, so we can do short streaming at the same time? Ooh-hoo. That is crazy. Your car's not got the qualified drive. Mid-range, mid-engine car. Also, begs the question: why the fuck's DeLorean on this? You've got a 4-wheel driver here. Super RZ. What's our Super like? Oh, FTO. FTO had a nice engine sound back in here. FFGP version. Oh, and FTOs were bootleg Supras basically. GT40 race car? Is that 4-wheel drive? FR? MR. Yeah. Sorry. This thing got a boatload of power behind it. Oh, my GTS 4 is a 4-wheel drive car. 289 horsepower. I may have to put something into that. Skyline GTR A-Spec from 99. 4-wheel drive. This is a monster of a car. They're highly sought after now. Fucking MR2, are you kidding? Oh! Hi. That's an FR 293 horsepower. So why is that type MR if it's an FR? Because I know there's MRs with mid-engine rear drives in them. So FR is what we're after here. What's our minimum? 295. We are just at the threshold. Oh my god! Yeah, 295. We are at 290. We are 2 behind? Holy shit, that's crazy. Now, I know for a fact we don't gain horsepower when we put wheels on, so I'm going to stick wheels on this, if I haven't done so already. I don't recall if this is stock or not. If it's stock, then by howdy, I'm in for a bit of a shock, aren't I? So I guess we're about to find out together. I've got me some racing slicks. Right, racing soft. Oh, let's go! So basically, we're gonna upgrade this car, but in a way that doesn't change its horsepower. Should I? 298? Oh my god, putting ECU in this is not a good idea just yet. Because we need it for our event. Essentially, we're gonna give it all these bits. So we can have freedom over tuning it. So once we do that, yeah. No. Purchase! Equip now! Do my flywheel and then my drive shaft. Of course I want to equip it, you ding dong. Oh wait, down clutch. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Ah, I hit my LSD. Oh, full customization, let me slip. Nice. Yeah, we have more than enough to do what we need to do, because all we're going to do is we are making the car lighter and more powerful, but without increasing the horsepower. So for context, we're getting a better drive shaft, a carbon fiber one, which makes things lighter. So the entire drive shaft is going to be lighter. We've got a better transmission, more powerful clutches and flywheels, which means the parts are going to be lighter as well, but also more powerful. So we should see a substantial performance gain overall without fiddling, without doing things like adding turbos and that. Yeah, our horsepower should stay the same. We're definitely not racing modifying this car. Ha ha ha! Hi. I don't know why the hell I'm tired. Like, embarrassingly, I got up very late today. Yeah, we got up late. Super late. I was on my computer for like, what, 10 minutes before I had to run off to the gym. Went to the gym because I had over 8 hours sleep, so I shouldn't even be this tired. God. And came back and I had food, and then that's been me. I've been practicing a bit of guitar and Bob's your uncle, basically. Right, we're gonna fiddle with the gearbox just a little bit. We're taking on the FR Challenge. Once we get up to 493 in Midfield Raceway, that's when we'll be able to do what we need to do and put in things like intercoolers and turbos. But that said, keeping in mind this is an older game, so there's nothing like engine swaps. You don't get to do that. There we go. Holy shit, Batman. How many gears? 5. Well, let's give this a try. This is special stage Route 5. We're more geared towards longer gears to get up to our top speed. And we're just at the precipice of the horsepower threshold. Holy shit. That is overpowered already! Oh my god! So this is only 2 laps. This is only club, and I thought it was special stage. I also don't get why we're still so slippery. That makes no sense to me. Yeah, this race is a wash, basically. Well, that engine sounds gorgeous. Holy crap. $134 at our best? Are you kidding? And is Cesar Piazza? Look at me get zip past like that. Are you kidding? What the hell? Yeah, look at this Benz SLK. You can barely see me. That is wild. Just seeing myself like that, just zipping past, is absolutely crazy. No, 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 no. Am I hitting buttons again? Whoops. We got 5k, we don't get a well, we get a vehicle. The hell are we getting? Because I don't know. If you had asked younger me, I would have just whipped out the cheat sheet. Because legitimately, that is something I printed off years ago. I think it was on the family printer. Basically, back in the day, I printed off the entire car unlock list for GT2, and I'm like, okay, if I want a specific vehicle like one of the drag cars, I can complete this race like 3 times, and then I'll get it guaranteed. In all honesty, it was bloody brilliant. Oh, crap baskets. A Salati? A combination of a 240 and a Sylvia. Chat, I'm not a fan of that. Anyway, what we're gonna do now is we're going to upgrade our skyline. We shouldn't have to do too much to it. I think the maximum thing you get from it is, what, 500 horsepower? 690 for the 4-wheel drive? God, I could take that on quite easily. 493 is what we need to be up to. But in all honesty, there are some races, there are some vehicles who have enough torque in them that don't need to go up to that amount of horsepower. Like, for example, the Super RZ. All you would have to really do is give it a racing gearbox, change out its flywheel, clutch, prop shaft, give it a fully customizable diff, put an ECU in it, do weight reduction, and basically you're good for a while. But also at the same time, there's minuscule things that you can do to the engine. So like engine balancing. You go into it and I'll tell you about it. An extensive upgrade that includes piston and connecting rod weight balancing and a precision balanced crankshaft. So basically, when they're balancing the engine, they're putting a new crankshaft and a precision balanced crankshaft reduces vibration and bearing loads and allows higher engine speeds. The rev limiter is reset to take advantage of this. Which, in all honesty, that's not a bad thing. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so I think it includes piston and connecting rod weight balancing. So they're not replacing the current ones, they're balancing them, but a new crankshaft has been put in. However, basic things like port and polish. Polishes the interior of the intake ports, reducing airflow resistance, boosts engine power by what may seem a low degree, but is essential for normally aspirated and supercharged engines alike. So you can do things to the car that don't really replace anything. So the bore and stroke up, there's no replacement for displacement. This upgrade raises cylinder displacement by increasing engine bore and stroke. Greater displacement generally boosts the engine's torque in all RPM ranges. Yeah. So for us, what we're doing is we're putting an ECU in. We're essentially going to do engine balancing, so our crankshaft's getting replaced by one that is balanced and reduces vibration. And we're going to polish our ports. If I really wanted to, I could put a turbo in. I don't think we'll need to do that. In actuality, I think we're just going to put an intercooler in, put a racing one in. So the only new things that have been put into the car, engine-wise, is going to be that vibration absorbing crankshaft, this intercooler, and a muffler. Muffler changes the engine noise, and it's really nice. For 353. We can try this loadout out with the thing. We might have enough torque to pass. On the upside, I might just do racing modification. Can we? We actually can. 85k. Yeah, boy. It's now an racing modified Skyline 2A. So we've now got more torque. The car should be lighter. Yeah, let's do a midfield race. We've got that big thing at the top, and a big corner at the top. If you're in a weirdo ass car like an RX-7, it's gonna tilt to the left when you slam your brakes on. Okay, here we go. The car should be so much more better performing. So much more better performing. Woo, listen to that engine. So why are we so off-center? Oh, that's a thing from last time. 1 second. No, I forgot about that. There we go. I know it's more like a CRT than anything else. There we go. Who needs 495 horsepower? I might have to whip out the manual and see what it says about racing modification. Sensitive? Oh my god. Oh my god, oversteering! This car is actually a bit of a beast. Like this 280 Skyline, absolutely brilliant. It's not even close to being at the horsepower maximum, and yet it's shredding the opponents. This is gorgeous. Oh my god, how's everyone doing tonight? I hope you're having a great evening. Woo! I'm glad I racing modified a Skyline. I need to see if I can fit it with downforce on it. Why is my back end so bouncy? Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I need to get better at fiddling with suspension on this. Like, the car is lowered to reduce drag and all that, but like... Dang it. Anyway. 1 minute 17. So Mustang SVT Cobra, Aston Martin DD7, 2 Corvettes. Not interested in that. What I might do is go and grab the Dome Zero and fiddle with that for a bit as well. Now for those who don't know, this is Project A-Spec. It's got the Dome Zero in it, it's got a whole bunch of new cars in it. So there's entirely new cars in here, there's cut content, there's cut vehicles as well, and cut features. I believe the main menu that we get, like the overlay to go between cities, I believe that is cut content as well that has been restored. So what you're getting with Project A-Spec is not only a combination of arcade and simulation / Gran Turismo discs, but you're getting cut content, cut / restore. That does say Special Stage Route 5, not Clubman. No, wait, I'm dumb. I did Clubman first. I've mistook, I thought I was doing Special Stage for the first round. Oh my god. Anyway. What we're going to see here is we have an older version of this main screen. So we have the car wash, we have West City, South City, East, North, Machine Test, Home. But we also have Tune Shop on the map. Tune Shop is where you can is your central hub for modifying your vehicles. So you do not have to go to the dealership to modify your vehicle. So you can upgrade your car, stick wheels on it, or even purchase a pre-built. So like you got Hennessy down there, HKS, Mines, P-Ride, RE, Celine, Nismo. Although Celine has went on to become a manufacturer as opposed to a tuner. So we go into HKS. Can we buy the drag racer? Can we buy any of them? We can only buy the HKS drag 180. So that means, I wonder then, can we still earn the 180 SX? Because the R34 and the 180 SX are both earnable drag racers, from what I remember. But HKS's graphic design for their overall decals is so 1980s, 1990s. It's wild. It's incredible. Anyway, Dome Zero. Let's get the Dome Zero. Now, I mentioned earlier on in the stream. Does it not say how long I've been live for? Where's my timer at? Have they taken away the timer this time? That's a rhyme. No. Why? YouTube, what are you doing with your nonsense now? My timers are all the way up at the top. So for context, YouTube recently changed the live streaming layout because it wasn't like this yesterday. The live stream layout was a small YouTube window with your stream preview in it, and in the corner of your preview window was the time you had been live for. But they've now changed it and put the live box right up next to the end stream box. And I'm like, what? Why? That is dumb. Also, by the way, if you want this, go look it up. It is well worth the time and effort to grab this and stick it on a PS1. I'm not playing it on a PS1 right now. I'm playing it on my PlayStation 3 debugging unit. Why debugging unit? Well, because I might have to fix my Slim. Because I have a PlayStation 3 Slim, 120 gig. I have a 60 gig debugging unit, and I have a 60 gig dev kit. The fun thing is, the Slim has developed a fault, and I'm not too happy about that. Actually, what is the card we received? So, also, one thing to note as well, for the most part, all the online guides for earning cars. Alright. What? A GTC. That's a race, slightly modified. Actually, fairly modified RX-7. Interesting. I think I'll keep that. Yeah. Okay, let's get the R34 Skyline. What are we at? 400 something horsepower? 450? I'm at 450 horsepower. Yeah, this thing's very overpowered for what we're doing. Alright, 4-wheel drive. What's the second one? 394 on Seattle. Right, I'm pretty sure we have a turbo on this thing, so let's go into machine test. Go to max speed, and then we can go in and fiddle with this thing. We need to bring the horsepower down, among other things. Port and polish, engine displacement done. So with this turbo, we can make 457 horsepower. We have a normal fucking exhaust on this? What were we thinking? Anyway, I'm going to put an exhaust on this for 3... Depending on what we're at, I think we're at more horsepower than what the stats are telling us. Not by much, I think. Let's go home. Time for me to go home. Pardon me. So we're now in our Skyline. We've just taken off the turbo. 364? We gained almost 100 horsepower from a basic turbo? Interesting. So with that being said, we're at the limit now. Or almost at the limit for the 4-wheel drive race. So what we're going to do, we're going to put a muffler on this. We don't need to do this. But we might as well. Because we need a lot of power for the third event. 391. Oh my god, that's bringing us almost at the limit, I think. So basically, we need for the third race in this series, we're gonna need 690 horsepower. Oh, we are so close to that. Yeah, 690, and it's Laguna Seca as well. Laguna Seca is that one with the famous corkscrew, and I hate that corkscrew. It really does screw me over. So what are we at? We're 94 inch. See you later, fly. Okay, this is Seattle. Keep that in mind. I've got a funny feeling. I'm not gonna need all 690 brake horsepower for the third event, but we see. Huh. Holy fuck! It just pulls. Oh yeah, no, he's a dark king. That even puts the racing modified Skyline to shame. I can't remember if I've done weight reduction on this car though, so that's something we'll have to find out. But going by how the car feels, I think I have. Because once you figure out how good weight reduction actually is, it's a great way to up your performance without gaining horsepower. Utter focus. I'm also a bit tired. For whatever reason, playing games makes me sleepy. It really does. Ah, this is crazy. Oh! Yeah, we have this in the back. We're fine. I need to remember and check my temperatures after this. So slidey. I think racing games do something to me in general. Like, I love playing them, but streaming them, I just feel so tired streaming them. It's not a game thing, it's not a streaming thing, I just don't know what the hell it is. But we have 2 seconds ahead of the competition as well, so, yeah. Alright, chat, do you think I'll need all 690 horsepower for the next race? Or am I good? This is going to be your opinion. The maximum horsepower for the next race is 690. Do you think I will need all of that? That's the thing. Also, tomorrow night, Balloon Star Defense 6, community night thing. So, tomorrow night, whoever wants to play Balloon Star Defense 6 with me, absolutely can. I'll also be playing the community maps again. I'll also be playing with the community as a whole. So, just so people know. Oh. Right, let's go and install our turbo again. I don't recall ever putting a stage 3 turbo on it, so let's find out. Go back to the main screen. We go to tune shop instead of going to the dealership, because we don't need to do that anymore. Time for me to put on the turbo. No wait, we only put on a stage 1 turbo. We gained almost 100 horsepower from it. So let's go stage 4. Nah, never mind. Stage 690. We'll do stage 3. It might break the traction quite heavily on the car, but it is worth it. It is so worth it. Na 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 na. Oh, professionals. A tire that even more closely simulates the characteristics of actual real-life tires. These tires make driving with the game controller extremely difficult, and so provide a virtual experience of real-life driving. For paved surfaces. Oh. A set of front and rear slicks for racing on paved surfaces. These tires have low grip but are made with a durable compound that ensures these tires, which cast durability to the wind to provide maximum grip, require only several turns to warm up. Alright, soft it is. Let's get soft. Na 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 na. Da 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 da. New 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 new. New 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 new. New 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 new. Right, 4-wheel drive challenge. Our absolutely pimped up Skyline. Yeah, Skyline. That's the new thing. Now, now, We've got a lot more power to deal with now. So let's see what happens. We're going to be torquey as hell. We've got over 200 extra horsepower. Oh, damn it. This is going to be so busted. Oh God. This is crazy. Where are you? What is that? I've got the torque to beat your ass, but like, damn, brother. Keeping in mind, I'm driving full automatic here. So that's why my phone lit up. Love that! That is Celine! No, Celine, a McLaren? Get your butthole back here, buddy. Oh, he's catching. He's right up my backside. This is a close one. This is so close. Oh my god. I didn't realize he was in this race. We've got the torque, but he's got the overall power. It's a quave! How is your R34 Skyline so much worse than mine? I won't. I'll never get that. Yeah, we now completed all the races on the main screen. Not tonight though, but we've done them over time. Da 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 da. You know what? I need to plan out my next PC. Because of how things have changed in the market recently, things like computer components have skyrocketed. So that's put a massive dampener on my plans to friggin' to get a laptop and all that. So, oh my god! I'm not okay with the market right now. Fucking AI. Like, yeah, I praised the hell out of Vaudeville yesterday for its AI. The difference is, that was AI being used in an appropriate manner. A unique and appropriate manner. So what do you get? A Quattro? You gave me one of the most unique rally cars on the planet? An Audi TT Quattro? That's crazy! And we got a 400R prototype from the second race. I don't know what. Let's move 400R, but it's not a prototype, but it's a prototype. So what's the difference? Oh, what the? Different wheels and probably different spec. 393. What's the bio for the prototype? Because all these cars have bios to them. A limited edition model, only 99 examples were released in February of '96. It is based on the R33 Skyline GTR V-Spec. And it embodies the technology and expertise gained by building the Nismo racing cars that were contenders at Le Mans and other GT events. This car's greatest claim to fame is hinted at its name, the 400 brake horsepower power plant. This engine, called the RBX GT2, features special pistons in a reinforced block, along with a custom crankshaft and connecting rods. Engine capacity is boosted to 2.8 liters, And power is a whopping 400 brake horsepower at 6 to 800 RPM with maximum torque of 356 foot-pound at 4,400 RPM. A heavy-duty 5-speed gearbox is used with a newly developed twin-plate clutch and a carbon prop shaft made especially for the 400R. The suspension is of the same basic design as the GTR, but is equipped with stiffer springs, heavy Bilstein shocks, and 18-inch alloy wheels. There are plenty of unique body and interior parts as well. It could be said that the Nismo 400R takes Nissan's most powerful Japanese market car, the GTR, to the next level of performance. But at around the equivalent of 1,000 US, the price is at the next level too. I mean, to be fair, when you were buying a Nismo car, when you're buying a Nismo tuned racing car, or you're paying for the car, and you're paying for the work that's been done to it. So back in the day, the R33 was probably like a 20 grand car. Actually, what was it? Wait, someone in the UK has an R33? Bro! Oh, that is sexy. Ah. Anyway. Okay, just give me the Wikipedia entry for it. Let's see. God damn it. Fucking AIDS, man. What is this? Let me use Google for it. So, okay. In 1995, a brand new Nissan Skyline R33 would have cost roughly 4.5 to 7 million yen, around 45,000 US dollars. Today, an R33 GTR sells for much more, ranging from 20,000 to over 100,000 for rare V-Spec models. So back in 95, let's say top spec model. You got the most top spec model on the planet that wasn't tuned by Nismo. 70 grand. Then it was tuned by Nismo. That goes up to 100 grand. You're spending 30 grand more for better parts. However, if you got the basic model, which 45 grand, and had that upgraded, is it really worth it to you? Was it? But I am curious though what it says about Nissan's Dome Zero. Because this car was never in the game. The Dome project began in Kyoto in 1975. Minoru Hayashi, an aspiring race car constructor, decided to embark on a new project to build a road-going sports car. He had gathered various engineers he had met through his racing experiences across Japan and brought them together to make up his development team. The fruits of their labours was a car called the Dome Zero. Introduced at the 48th Geneva Motor Show, the Dome Zero used a steel monocoque main body and was powered by Nissan's L28, a 2.8 litre inline that pulled out 142 horsepower. The FRB fiberglass reinforced plastic body had an avant-garde design composed of simple flat surfaces. It also sat low to the ground, providing a menacing appearance. The road car featured retractable headlights and gull-wing doors that gave it an exotic flavour. Dome applied to the Japanese Ministry of Transport to attain homologation status for the Zero as a road-going vehicle for the general market, but the ministry stubbornly stalled on approval, abandoning plans for domestic homologation in Japan. Dome shifted its attention to attaining homologation in the US, creating the Dome Zero P2, which incorporated minor upgrades like larger front and rear bumpers to comply with US regulations. But the P2 project was shelved after Dome announced plans to compete in the 24-hour Le Mans with a prototype racer. Now the Zero lives on only in memory. Is there a version of this that still exists? Like, Renault's E-Space F1 or TVR Speed 12. There are Speed 12s out there. Don't get me wrong. People have been remaking them, in their own thing. I'm learning new lore now. Yeah. People have been making their own versions of the Speed 12 for years now. There are not many of them. There's like maybe a handful. You can count on one hand how many Speed 12s are on the planet. Only one. I'm pretty sure it's one original exists. There's only one Renault E-Space F1. Wait, does this even have it? Let's go find out. The E-Space F1 is basically your mum and pop van with a race car engine in it. This thing is so beastly. Renault, use your Clio. Renault Clios are great for... There it is! This car actually exists. It's not exactly drivable. What the hell is Alpine? Oh. Not a fan of that. Let me put it that way. Right. Let's see. Boy howdy. Let's see. We don't have any K cars. Do we? So, if I had to relay any tips to anyone, take advantage of the free races. Let's see. Yeah, car's performance exceeds. So get yourself a 140 brake horsepower car. Take it to the Rome short. And then come back. I wouldn't necessarily say do Clubman just yet. Do Sunday Cup. So you get 9, 10, 11, you get 12 grand from doing the Sunday Cup. Do that twice. And do the K-Cup, the first leg of the K-Cup, and then that's your starter. And then you build up a vehicle to take on the the Clubman Cup. The Clubman Cup is substantially tougher than the others. It is just crazy, the difference. Convertible car world. 591 brake horsepower. We're not even at that. No, we're above and beyond that, I should say. We don't. Some of these don't make any sense because you don't have to be in a convertible to do these races. So what we're gonna do? We're meant to go at machine test. I'm gonna go at machine test. Take off that turbo. For whatever reason, you can't really take parts off of cars without going into a certain thing, and it's just a pain in the fucking arse. Yeah, safety turbo. Oh. Why am I so tired, man? Oh, pardon me. Alright, what are we at power now on the Skyline? We're down to. We've removed the turbo. And we've removed. Yeah, we've only removed the turbo. 391 horsepower. Let's take on the convertible car cup and let's do the final race on it. It is not the best. Actually, what are we getting from that? Because it's an international A. So that one's 246. We could have done that. But we're doing this. 591. We've got more torque than any of those convertibles. By a fucking long shot. Let me tell you. Yeah. There's still a lot to do in this game. There's literally 99 lap races. And I'm like, oh my god! What in the fuck is this? What is that? That little red thing? I'm gonna go back to the replay for this. There's two of them in this race. Whoa! There's a Caterham, I think. Fucking TV. Oh, it's a Viper. No, it's a TVR. What are you? You've got the back of a Viper RT10. What are you? You're catching up quite quick. I mean... Dazos! Ha! Fucking TVR Sagittarius. Or Sagittarius. However you want to pronounce it. Now I'm curious as to how the Supra would handle this. Oh my god! He's overtaking me! What is this? What is that car? I now need so much luck. I have enough distance I can win this. There we go. What are these cars? Ford Indigo? I was right, it's a Viper Viper RT10. A Speed 6 and a Chimera 5. What is that? There's the Chimera, there's the Viper RT10. I figured it was a Viper RT10. I haven't seen one in black yet. I kept mine in red. Much easier to spot. Na -na -na -na. New car acquired! Yeah, there's a whole bunch of new cars in this that are just crazy good. Since I last played this, I wonder if there's been any like full-on updates to Project A-Spec. Because when did I last play this? Because we've got 1.2 on here. So Gran Turismo. Project A-Spec. Oh wait, there's the new version's coming. I hate it when people stretch that main screen. Oh, the Ferrari F50 is coming. Oh, you've got it. You've got a lane shot. You got some fucking anti-aliasing on. Plus, you've stretched the image. Oh, that looks terrible. Get out of here. Project A-Spec changelog. One. Why does this have so many fucking... Oh, V 1.1? Do. You might also like... Oh, script is such a fucking shit thing. Yeah, so Project A-Spec came out last year. There's also a bunch of new shit put into it. I'm not sitting through their advertisements to look at the changelog. But there's about 50 new cars being added overall. There's 50 new cars added into Gran Turismo as a whole. There's cut ones being restored. There's cut content that's being restored. And a whole bunch of goodies. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get a second Supra RZ. And then, actually I want to find out what just one. Um, yeah, like I was saying, I went off topic. What? We got the Dodge Concept racing version. So the Dodge Concept, it's called the concept car in GT1. GT2 come around, and there's a race car version of it called the limited edition. I like that orange. Not gonna lie. Anyway, there's over 50 new cars being added to Gran Turismo for Project A-Spec. Both discs have been combined. Features have been added in that were taken out. Cars have been added in that have been taken out. That kind of thing. It is well worth it. It's adding a lot more content. I do wish I could grab the concept car. I don't want a Viperati 10. I do, but I don't. Oh, I want to get that, but you can only get it from license test, I believe. Fucking Phaeton. I hate that thing. That's so ugly. Interesting. There's no listing for the Copperhead LM. What is this thing? Is that meant to be a fucking Bentley? There's so many concepts behind concept cars. Some are purely styling exercises with little chance for production. Some are thinly designed, disguised prototypes of future production vehicles. Concept cars fit in all categories from racer to luxury. They can also be used to test public reaction to completely new categories, or old categories rejuvenated. Concept cars can look to the past, future, or both for inspiration. The Chrysler Phaeton was inspired by styling and design concepts of the past, but uses contemporary chassis, engine, and suspension construction. Yeah, no one would have bought that. If that went to market, no one would have bought it. Right, so we're gonna get ourselves a Supra. A Supra RZ. A second one. And the reason we're doing that is so we don't have to swap out parts. We'll have a Supra that's low power. Low-ish power, anyway. Mechanical sports version? Wow. Elegant sports version? Wow. Lexus. Oh, that was before Lexus had split off. So you had the Toyota Lexus, kind of fucking Toyota Prius. Super RZ. This one, we're not 270. That's still far above what we need. Oh my god. If we wanted to, we could go Daihatsu and do a thing. That's not what I meant to click. I meant to go into my home. We are bound to have a 200 and something horsepower car. Is it 200 we need? 246? For convertible thing. Convertible car world. 246 at max. So 246. Let's see what we have. The Dome Zero goes way beyond that, I believe. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, the Dome Zero is 184. Let's upgrade it a little bit, and we'll use it in the convertible car world. Because we genuinely didn't do much to this car, from what I remember. I upgraded it in the Switch version, and I kind of did a thing. Made it a bit, unstable, so to speak. So to be on the safe side, I'm going to be checking things like suspension. Because keeping in mind, the Dome Zero is not powerful. It doesn't have the torque pool of something like the Super RZ. The Super RZ, for the horsepower that it produces, has so much torque that it is crazy. Alright? So keep that in mind. This does not translate very well. We're going to have to modify the vehicle to a point where it has a little bit extra power. Oh, we didn't even put any tune in it. Or did we? Let's go through it. We did. We have a stage 2 and a stage 3. So, stage 1 tune it. That should bring us more closer to the performance indexing that we need. What about muffler? Muffler's going to be a brake on it. Oh, we have that. Intercooler, maybe? We need to go here for it. I don't think we can. Can we? Nope. It's not applicable. Did we also do weight reduction? Because that is something I need to... Yes, of course we did. Of course we did weight reduction on the Dome Zero. We're going to give it better tires. We're going to give it the super soft. We already have the super soft. What am I doing? It has been, frankly, quite some time since I have fiddled with the Dome Zero in this game. We have everything we need to get going. So now it is time for us to get going in the convertible car world. So we're going to finish that off and see what we get from this. Because we already took it on with our thing. So let's go. Let's see what our doohickey is like. What the hell is this gear ratio? So this is what we'll have. Okay, Tahiti Road. Let's get to it. Let's look at this Michael Jackson knockoff car. Even though it was the launch prototype that was in that movie, not this. Caterham? There's a Caterham in here, or Panos? Panos? Panos. Panos! Oh my god, we got some pull on us. Oh, we're not lasting long, are we? I'd be very happy with this car if I had it now. If it drove like this. Oh, we are so unstable. This is crazy. This would be a great little vehicle to run overall in this game if you can work around its stability issue. This damn automatic gearbox keeps jamming. So, automatic gearbox is not downshifting correctly. You have to step on the brake in the game for the gear to go down. You can't just let off the accelerator because it will stay in gear instead of shifting. So I'm not a fan of that. Woo! So there's a Gran Turismo 1 style soundtrack to this as well. I forgot to mention that. This actually has a very different soundtrack in races compared to GT2. Come on, slide around the corner. Oh my god. I actually do wish this became a production vehicle, though. There it is. Panhard Roadster, Lotus Elise, Mazda MX-5, Miata, a Suzuki Cappuccino, and a Caterham 7. There's the Miata, Suzuki Cappuccino, Panhard Roadster. Oh! Wait, the Panhard Roadster looks like the Caterham 7. Damn, brother, you can see my car jerking around. That's crazy. I've got tighty road. Na 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 na. New car acquired. We came in here with 300k. We're now down to 90k because we've been spending and earning. Not been spending and earning. Spending and earning. Has it been 2 hours? Almost. An hour and 33. Yeah! Oh god, that's so Jamie Oliver! Fucking Jamie Olive Oil. Ah, he's just sick of the Jamie Olive Oil. Fucking idiot loves his olive oil and puts it in everything. Compact Car World Cup. We could actually do all of this, I believe. Oh, we can! What midget vehicles are we going to get from this? These things are relatively fun. I also need to fiddle with my suspension. There we go. That should have a fair amount. We're on Rome Sharp. So it's only a few turns. 3 or 4 turns and a straight. A couple more turns. And then you're done. I say a couple more turns. There's more than that. The car's now setting higher. There's also a new Mini there. Oh yeah, this is aerodynamically so much better. Yeah, this is crazy good now. Gear 5 now needs a bit of fixing. Yeah, I don't want to be on this for too much longer. I'd rather not have a repeat of last night where I was streaming till past midnight at my time. Yeah, there we go. 125 is the best we got to do on that track. A Peugeot 106, Nissan March, Mini Cooper concept. Wait, so that concept is a more recent version of Cooper? Interesting. So I need to work on Gear 5 and Gear 4. I need to come up a bit. Yeah, we'll be fine. Gear 4 needs to come up a bit, so does Gear 5. We need to make sure that happens. Can't have the fucking needle go that far down the rev limiter. So Seattle short 246 break, and then we can check out the 2 cars that we get from it, and then that'll be our stream. And then I will be back tomorrow night with balloons. Because we were like down here, so we've got to be up here. We were like this. Well, that's not where I want us to be with the needles and that. Wait, that was terrible. Wait, what is the gear ratios on that? Wait a minute, Braxton. Yeah, no, we are just absolutely, we fucked this gearbox up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna reset gears 4 and 5, but we're gonna then fiddle with the final gear. Actually, we'll bring these forward a bit. That's just, it's a representation of where the needle is gonna sit. So the way I've got it, it's going to be in a healthy position, and we're going to get a lot of torque. There we go. We're going to be able to get a lot of torque without bogging the engine down. Because if you notice, when we went to 5th gear, the needle went all the way back on the RPM gauge. It was about around the 5,000 mark, 4,000 mark, 5,000 mark for gear 5. There we go. That's what we want. There we go. car is so far behind performance-wise, buddy. Yeah, this is the thing that I want. Oh wow, I love car real quick. There we go, 1 minute 6. First lap was 1 minute 12. A Lancia Y, Renault Clio, Volkswagen Lupo, Peugeot 106, and a Citroen Saxo. You almost never hear much of things like cars like Citroens. I haven't seen any on the streets in a hot minute. So we're now at 100k. Now we save the game. The car is almost perfect. We had a few stability problems, but it was nothing that a little shake and bake didn't fix. There are times where the car handles like an absolute gem, but then you've got moments where it's like, oh my god, I'm on ice! What is happening? Oh man, I'm still feeling it in my throat from yesterday. The whole wildness from friggin' vaudeville. Vaudeville has gotten so much more different than it had any right to be. We got a Clio? Oh wow, we got a 98 horsepower Clio. You know what? That should help us with the K-car stuff. A Vitz? What the hell is a Vitz? A Toyota Vitz? How much torque do you have? Because 70 foot-pound of torque. Holy shit, that's terrible. So for like 40 horsepower more, what do you get? Almost 40 horsepower more. Oh. What we're gonna do, really quick, just to test this out, is to see if we can pop this into K-car race. If we're able to, what we can do is we can do a couple of minuscule upgrades on this. 98 brake horsepower, so we should be in that range. These K-cars are very, very compact. 98. We are exactly 98. Can we enter the K-car? Because we have the horsepower for it. Lightweight K-Cup. We can! Okay! So... we have to do it. We absolutely have to do it. We need to upgrade the Clio. We need to. We're gonna give it... We're not giving it a racing modification, not by a long shot. Can we even racing modify the Clio 16V? No, but not available. So we're gonna scrape off a bunch of weight from the car. Alright, let's get to it. Let's get all this done. The car's now light as hell. We've lost like 700 pounds of weight on the car. Racing transmission. So all these modifications are making the car much faster without upgrading the brake horsepower. In all honesty, it is great. Carbon drive shaft. Nice. Torque transmission enhances directness of the power, ideal for highly tuned cars. So yeah, let me slip diff. Yeah, boy. So the car's now lighter, which means it's gonna have more acceleration to it. It's gonna have a lot more smooth gear changes. So that is hype. It's gonna have much better brakes than it deserves, in all honesty. Got them Brembos. We're gonna have better torque control thanks to the clutch. Oh, we just purchased that. I'm fucking dumb. And then we're gonna put 18 grand into this, or 15 grand. Nice. And then what we're gonna do is stick on tires. Got me some tires. I'm gonna put on my racing slick tires, my super softs. After this, there won't be much else we can do to the vehicle. However, we're going to have an advantage. Not in terms of weight, because there's going to be some really interesting vehicles there with some interesting quirks about them. Na 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 na. So, if you're new here, we're just fiddling with a Renault Clio. But also, shout out to anyone that's watching this, you are awesome. Also, one final thing, if you haven't subbed already, feel free to. We're doing a community night tomorrow, and it would be great to have people in. So tomorrow night, we're playing Balloonist Tower Defense 6. We're gonna jump in with the Balloons community, play their maps, play with them in real time. And if you want to join, you're more than welcome to. There we go, we have the advantage. We are so low to the ground now. You know what though, I do wish this game carried over the soundtrack uniqueness from GT1. Those poor K cars being left in the dust. Insanity. This car is so much going for it for 98 horsepower. What do you think? And this has got 5-speed gearbox in it as well. What are you driving? Where did you learn to drive? Where did you learn to drive? Atari Jaguar, freaking Cybermorph reference. No one who watches this channel is going to get that reference. Unless you've either played the game yourself or watched the AVGN play it. Where did you learn to fly? Where did you learn to fly? God, Cybermorph is a game. Oh my goodness. You know, at some point in my life, I need to jump into that rabbit hole of an Atari Jaguar. Or at least emulate it. Like there comes a point where a console can be too out there that I know the Atari Jaguar has a weird video out on it that a weird video connector on it that leads to composite video and maybe RF. I don't think there's anyone making new versions of that. So if that breaks, you're up a creek. So for the best interest overall for Atari Jaguar games, I'd have to emulate them. Because there's no way in hell. Wagon Super Vivo. Mitsubishi Minica. Wait, a Minica Dangan. That's what that is. Interesting. I mean, it has Mini in the name, which makes it interesting. What about Back to the Future GTA? What about it? Oh, I should mention, this was picked by the community. So on Thursdays, I do a community pick. So I do a poll on both YouTube community post and I do it on Twitter. The most asked for or the most voted on thing gets picked. And then gets played on stream. That should help us out to heat your road. Yeah, what about Back to the Future GTA? What about it? I love my racing header that just says BMW. If you're asking about Grand Theft Auto Back to the Future content, you'll have to wait on that one. I haven't been given any test updates for Hill Valley. I haven't tested any new Back to the Future 5 stuff. No one that works on Back to the Future mods have reached out. So there is literally nothing for me to do in that regard. There's no point in me doing videos on them if there's nothing new to report on. Oh, they're so far behind now. Jesus Christ. Now, if you still want that kind of content, I have a Let's Play of GTA 4 with the Back to the Future mod. The interesting part about that is that the mod is so buggy that I end up getting locked in the car. I get locked in the DeLorean, scripts crash, missions crash. Missions also bug out as well. 1 minute 35 is not terrible. Woo! Car is so light now. But it's also still slippy. We're breaking traction quite easily. Oh, you're catching up. That's cute. Love to see that. Next thing, we're actually gonna finish the K-Car series. So 146 brake horsepower is what we need for the first race. It's kind of weird. 146 brake horsepower for the first race, and then 98 for the rest. I don't get that. I don't get that. That should be the third race, not the first. $127. Not terrible. Cappuccino, Mazda Speed, AZ1, A-Spec, Honda Beat. A Honda Beat? Oh. I actually know of people that own one of those right now. Will and Edwin from Top 10 Center have a Honda Beat. Like, actively have one. It is crazy that anyone would. So, Honda Beat, a little tiny, I think 60 or 70 horsepower K-Car. K-Car as in K-E-I. A little lightweight car that gets you around the cities in Tokyo. Well, in Japan, really. It's a commuter's vehicle. It's not really meant to go fast, it's meant to get you from A to B in the time that you need to. It's a little workhorse car, it's still a good thing. So what we're going to do now, we're going to polish up the engine a little bit. The I-engine. So we put an ECU in the car for better performance, a little bit. Engine balancing. And finally, port and polish. Actually, not even finally. We do need to sell a vehicle, though. Because I'm only at $3,000. I have a plethora of vehicles in my garage that I can get rid of. I'm not very interested in the Cobra 427. It's not something I want to run around with. It is worth noting. What about it? What about Back to the Future GTA Knight Rider? Are you just saying random crap for attention? If you want specific pieces of content, you're gonna have to say more than just that. So now, we have done what we want to do here. Is any... Oh! Okay, any tunes. Displacement? No. So we can't... It's not going to let us stick an intercooler on this, is it? Is it? No. Right, so we're going to do some natural aspiration tune-ups to this car. 142. So that'll get us enough power to do what we need to do for this final race. We'll have ourselves a good time. Now we're on to what might just be the most difficult race, even though it's first on the list, and shouldn't be the most difficult. The most difficult race should be the last one. Rome is quite easy. Rome is quite honestly one of the easiest. And the reason it's the easiest for me is because it was the one that was on all the demos that I played. So on the weird silver disc one. Is that a truck? Is that a Caesar friggin' truck? Jesus, this is crazy. Oh yeah, no, we didn't even need to do anything. Our gear ratios are messed up. We spent too long in Gear 3, too long in Gear 4. And we haven't even touched Gear 5, which is insane. Jesus! Hey, is there something invisible there? Why are we tilting? We shouldn't have been. Yeah, we spent far too long on those gears. Attention, Pirelli. Pirelli with their fucking dodgy ass tires. There was a manufacturing error with Pirelli's tires at one point, and it blew up on race cars. Suzuki Carry. That's a throwback. One of the Pakistani or Indian, one of the Hindi shopkeepers from the village I grew up in used to drive these things. That was insane. They're little workhorses. Those little Suzuki Carries are just insane vehicles. Like, they're not very powerful, but they have the endurance and they last. I'm pretty sure you can drive them through a frickin' Russian war zone and they'll come out unscathed. I'm gonna do that last race again, but I'm gonna fiddle with gears and then we're gonna end things. We're gonna ramp up gear 1. Then what we're going to do is pull up gear 3, gear 4, and gear 5. Gear 2 is the only half decent one. So gear 1, gear 3. Why is it so far down? We had left performance on the table because of my mistake. Good lord. I can already hear better engine sounds out of this thing. I think I know what's wrong. We need to up the final drive a little bit. This shit is so crazy. Not gonna lie. Because it only takes a couple minutes to do as well, which is wild. So we want to up gear 3 and 4 just a little bit more and the final drive a bit. If you ever needed a low cheap racer, this could have been it. Yeah, there we go. Why am I smelling food? Yeah, we'll do one more, and then that's where we're locked. You car acquired. Oh my god, we're gonna have a whole bunch of cars the same! God! I'm not against that. They're not worth much. But, like, Anyway, we're gonna fit it with the gears one more time. And then Bob's your uncle. I know what needs to be done. Just so we're not bogging things down. So it can run as efficiently as possible. That should do it. If it doesn't, oh well. We get these 2 laps and then stream's over. And then I can yap to you some more about tomorrow night being community night, where we're playing games with people. We're playing games with the Blue and Star Defense 6 community. I'll pop into multiplayer games and all that. We almost have it the way I need it to be. Yeah, golly goodness. Gear 3 needs a little bit of a change, but it's almost perfect. I don't know what else to say anyway. I mean... Things seem to be going quite well. Oh my god, I'm driving in this game. I'm getting itchy. Shouldn't be getting itchy, but I'm getting itchy nonetheless. Oh. So we've dropped down 4 miles an hour, because Gear 3 used to start at 69. It is interesting, I'll say that much. So we're, what, 9 and a bit seconds behind the original thing. All good though. I'm gonna go check and see what we just fucking won. And then sell all of them. Na 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 na. Sell them and then resave the game. See, I don't have to worry as much as I do on the Switch version. Because on the Switch version, I have to wait for the memory card to fully save itself. So, there's that. Well, let's see what we won. Let's see the 3 vehicles that we won, because we did this 3 times. Just to test out the gearing. I know my gearing is a little off for this Clio in particular. But I want to see what we won. Fucking Mugen Beat. I mean, it's a Honda Beat tuned by Mugen to be a better performing Beat, but like, come the fuck on, man. Depressing. Depressing. Oh. You can tell by my silence that a Demio touring kit. Who the fuck is putting a touring kit on a Mazda Demio? The K Open Motor Show concept. What is this? What the hell is that? Coppin. I thought it was K Open. Coppin. What the hell is this? I've just gotten car enjoyer's depression. That's what I got. Oh, what the? Oh, I'm a bit achy. On my achy, breaky heart. Alright, we're quitting the game. Now we're gonna have ourselves a bit of a chat. Has this been what? What the hell is this? Oh. We're gonna Alex Hefner playing in the background. As much as I love watching his content, now's not the time. Now's not. Here's the thing. Tomorrow is going to mark week 6 of doing community nights. And they've been super varied, to say the least. And like everything I've done to switch up content on here has been varied in one way or another. So like last week was community night number 5 with Forza Horizon 5. The viewership on it was terrible, but the interaction was unbeatable. Or, I say unbeatable. It was very much beatable, but it was much improved overall. So the second week, let me just load up more than that. Na 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 na. Wap 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 wap. Blah, 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 blah. Community night number 1, Bloody Star Defense. That entire week, for the first week, garnered just shy of 100 views in that entire week. 1 second. Week 2. We end up doing the Crew Motorfest, Belllands in Fortnite, Life is Strange, Power War Sim, and Marvel Rivals. So what was that? 10, 14, 19, 25, 47, 47 overall, which is almost half of the first week. So for context, the first week was 24 and then 30. Yeah, 24 and 30. Yeah, 24 and 30, so 54, 65, 75, 81, 91, 101 views. I just counted them. We got around half of what we normally did for the first week, which was interesting. Community night number 2 was not much of a success. Week 3, so 10 to 12, 18, 23, 23, 27, 27 overall, so half again. Week 4, should be week 4. Yeah, week 4, we had 7, 15, 25, 35, 45, 53, 53 overall. So like I said, it varies massively. And then for last week, we did 13 and 14. So that's what, 27, 38, no, 39. 39, 49, 50. And then 62 in terms of views. This week we've done 7, 14, 20 something, 20, 26, 33, going by vaudeville. And then tonight, I don't know how many views we've done. But that being said, everything changes. Everything changes. We're doing approximately, at minimum, 45 or so views a week with streaming. Now it's not the best. I want to try and get those numbers up somewhat. You get it to a point where people can come in and just enjoy themselves and just like numbers increase. Numbers aren't everything. You gotta when it comes to streaming, numbers just aren't everything, but they're a main factor of being successful. Because obviously, the streamer themselves count, the viewers count. The more viewers, the better, but I also need to be able to reach out and interact. And I need to be able to do something a little bit different from the normal kind of streamer, so to speak. I need to make sure I'm enjoyable to watch and interact with, and I need to make sure the game can somewhat entertain people. But with all that being said, tonight was a community choice, which I forgot to put in the title. But tonight was a community choice. So the way that it works, I put out a poll on the community tab on the community. I put out a community post on the channel, or when I'm doing my schedule, and I reach out and I ask, hey, what do you want to see? I give you a list of 3 games, and the 4th option is always going to be your choice. I do that on YouTube, and then I do it on Twitter, same time. No one voted on Twitter. However, there was 2 votes on YouTube. One for Gran Turismo 2 and one for your choice. And that was Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. Now, because I wasn't able to afford that game, I couldn't play it. So, to make up for it, we did Gran Turismo 2. Or not to make up for it. The only other alternative to that would have been to play Gran Turismo 2. So we did. And to spice things up, it was Project A-Spec, my personal favourite version of the game. A fan-made version. However, tomorrow night is community night, and it's going to be Blue in the Tower Defense 6. And I know we're repeating that. We're repeating a few of them. Blue in the Tower Defense 6 is just chill. It is great. It is fun. But this is going to be community focused, so the way this works, it has a multiplayer function. And I can join multiplayer lobbies. And that's exactly what I'll be doing. If people want to play along with me, they're more than welcome to. We can set up a lobby, have a good time. I can also join multiplayer lobbies. I can play the community content because it's community night. And initially, it was simply just to play with my community. However, I quickly realized that's not quite the best idea. Because community implies community. It shouldn't matter which community it is. I can't be like, oh, I can't play with you tonight, I'm playing with my community. If I play with the games community, bring in more viewers and all that stuff, you'll all have a great time. The caveat is, if you want to join in with me as part of my community, you do have to be over 21. So that is the caveat. You have to be legal for everything, essentially. Because if you're any younger than that, you're in risk of being put in danger. And I'm not having minors on the channel. Minors are strictly not allowed. There's a reason why my channel is marked adult only. I may also explain why my views have dipped in a few years, but like, that's whatever. If you're a minor and you're watching this, you're not welcome on this channel. Absolutely not. It is for your own safety. It is better that way. But with all that being said, if you're of legal age, you're more than welcome to join me and play games, play games, join lobbies, all that kind of stuff. So the more the merrier in that regard. So tomorrow night, Blue in the Tower Defense 6. Just in case anyone's new here, basically on a Sunday, you get the whole update, you get the schedule, you get the poll, all that kind of stuff. So the way I structure the Sunday post, not to be confused with the Sunday Post newspaper, but my post on a Sunday, it basically breaks down the Friday night stream. It also talks about updates in regards to content. So I put content on a hiatus for a little bit, unintentionally, because I just making content, or at least attempting to, in this one case scenario, put me in a certain mood. And with the way my brain works, I need to get it completed before I can move on. So one of the things I was working on was Grand Theft Auto. I was working on a Grand Theft Auto video. And something happened and nothing wants to load. The game itself will load, but the mods just won't load. Or the mods do load. My character likes the T-pose though. You'll get spawned under the map and you'll just be T-posing, and it's just rather annoying. So until I can fix that, which should be an easy enough fix, I just need to get my finger out my provocative butthole and get back to work again. We can move ahead with that. Because I need to delete the mods folder or back it up. Delete the mods folder and then reconfigure it, so to speak. And we should be good to go with that. So, yep. We should be very much good to go. I'm going to try and get that done this weekend, get my head out and just do that. Because I have, right now, how many videos have I got prepared? Because there are videos prepared. Don't get me wrong, there are videos prepared. It's not like I haven't been doing anything. I have been. I need to find my videos folder first, because I've got everything not necessarily stashed away. So let's see, we got one. There's also stuff here for a montage as well. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? We need to do December as well. So there's roughly 4, 5 videos. I remember what one of them was, or is. And it's going to be a montage. I think. Yeah. One of them is a. Yeah, that's it. I've got the thing here. We've got a montage going on. So, 5 videos are ready to go up. If I do 2 more, that covers an entire month of weekends. For the most part, anyway. So the goal is to have a couple of months worth of videos. At least a couple of months videos put up there, staggered release. So it's not going to be a case of, oh, you have this video, you get this 1 week and then the next week. We're going to do it in a certain way. And it'll make sense when it all comes out. Because if I start feeding you a lot of one video and try to push through a series, it's going to get boring quick and it's going to clog up my feed. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I've got for now. I've got a couple of things to do that I would like to get done. So this has been GTA Raj. You will see me tomorrow night. At least I bloody hope so. So take care. Stay safe. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow night.